This is the biggest Apple software update since iOS 7, and I don't say that lightly. From iPhone to iPad, from Vision Pro to Mac, Apple is pushing a brand new design language, smarter core apps, and deeper intelligence across the board. It's bold, it's beautiful, it's liquid glass. And as someone who's all in iPad, Mac, iPhone, and Vision Pro, I've never been more excited to live in this ecosystem. Let's break it down by device and spotlight the app updates that actually matter. Liquid glass isn't a theme, it's a redefinition. This is Apple's third design language after skeuomorphism and flat design, and it's the most expressive one yet. Every corner of the OS feels alive. The translucency reflects light dynamically. It reacts to your surroundings. It doesn't just look modern, it feels dimensional. What blows my mind is how it transformed the core apps. Photos now glow with this soft edge illumination that makes every memory feel a little more tactile. Safari? Scroll through an article and the lighting shifts around the content, as if it's alive. Music, it's not just an interface, it feels like a soundstage. The now playing screen pulses with depth and blur, and everything responds to your environment. Liquid glass is the new lens for the Apple experience. And as you know, I'm one of the people that love Vision Pro, so let's just skip to that because visionOS 26 makes it feel like the future has finally arrived. Widgets are now spatial, now floating, pinned. They live in your environment. I can place a weather widget above my desk and it's still there the next day. Music can live on my virtual wall. It's personal, ambient, and persistent. It's like doing an interior design with a Vision Pro. It's incredible. And spatial scenes? They're awesome. Photos don't just pop out, you can literally lean into them. That trip that you took to Lake Powell, I can see the cliffs from a new angle. It uses generative AI to add dimension that feels real. Safari, it has immersive browsing now. You can scroll through an article and it stretches out like a timeline you can walk into. Devs can now embed 3D models right into web pages. And FaceTime? Vision Pro users in the same room can now play games, watch movies, or collaborate in shared 3D spaces. And personas? They're not uncanny anymore, okay? We've got full side profiles, expressive gestures, even custom glasses. You won't look like a fake plastic doll anymore, and that is just so cool. And here's something small but massive. You can now unlock your iPhone while wearing Vision Pro. And I don't know if you've ever used one, that has been incredibly annoying. So them simplifying that, A+, let's go. Now let's get into Apple Intelligence. This isn't just a chatbot tacked onto your phone. It's intelligence woven into the apps you already use. In Mail, you can rewrite a reply in different tones. Want to sound more professional? Done. Want it more casual? A single tap. For someone like me, this is gonna do wonders on my email correspondence. Notes has become a creative assistant. You can ask it to summarize your handwritten scribbles or generate an image right into the document. It's not just notes anymore, it's a canvas. In Messages, long threads get summarized, emoji and image generation are right there in line, and smart replies actually sound like you.
Speaking of messages, they're getting a major facelift with the addition of backgrounds between people as well as groups, polls, and my new personal favorite, the ability to send money via a group. Also in iOS 26, they're adding the ability to see who's typing within a group. Probably the most welcome feature in this iOS update is call screening, the ability to filter out spam calls and then give you the option whether or not you want to answer or reply to them. Another cool Apple Intelligence feature is they're using AI to detect hold music and the phone will ring you when it's time to answer a live agent. The most futuristic feature that they've unveiled is live translation, and it's pretty cool. They're now allowing you to translate text as well as FaceTime calls in real time. Something I found really cool in the demo though was that they featured a live phone call that was being translated.
Skipping over to iPad, we've finally got a native calculator, but it's not basic. It has math notes. You can handwrite an equation and the solution appears instantly. It's clean, fast, and kind of magical. Freeform got real-time indicators, and photos on iPad can now display immersive AI-generated memory collections that group your best moments intuitively.
The standout features on iPad are hands down the close, minimize, and expand feature that kind of reminisce a file menu system. They're bringing that to the iPad. But another cool feature that they've added is this cool tiling system that allows you to flick and it simply organizes your window in a more cohesive way. The new macOS is being called Tahoe, and it looks beautiful.
Over on the Mac, Safari highlights auto-summarizes pages for quick reading. Messages and Mail both use semantic search. You can find that one email from the guy with a drone without remembering his name. And music? There's a new Gen playlist feature. You type a vibe, like Midnight Drive Through Tokyo, and it builds the playlist. All of it wrapped in that shimmering new liquid glass UI. It's elegance with brains. Shining, shimmering, splendid.
The coolest feature for me though was live activities are now coming to the Mac.
And Apple TV wasn't forgotten in all this either. It got a massive glow up. The new tvOS 26 brings liquid glass to the biggest screen in the house. And that means when you're browsing shows, the entire UI feels cinematic. Poster art is now animated and dynamic, giving you a real vibe before you even hit play. Sing in Apple Music now turns your iPhone into a mic. Your voice gets amplified, lyrics animate on screen, and friends can jump in with emoji reaction. It's karaoke night leveled up. FaceTime gets contact posters, so when someone calls you, you get their full design aesthetic right there on the TV. Plus, you can now answer calls from your Apple TV through your HomePods or iPhone. This is more than just watching, it's participating. So let's talk about AirPods, because this is starting to get sneaky powerful. AirPods just became a content creation tool. With studio quality audio recording, I can record a podcast vlog or interview on my iPhone while walking. The mic quality is unreal and it works across FaceTime, voice memos, the camera app, and even third-party tools. And if I want to start recording a video from a distance, I just press and hold the AirPod stem. That's the new camera remote feature. Press again to stop. No running back and forth, it's clean, efficient, and weirdly fun.
Apple Watch is really capitalizing on the liquid glass aesthetic update, really focusing on smart stack hints. This had the biggest lift and it's really cool. But hands down the most powerful update is a feature they're calling Workout Buddy, which uses natural language to help coach and motivate you during your workouts.
For the devs, Apple is going full throttle. Xcode 26 now integrates ChatGPT natively. You can write code, fix bugs, generate docs right in the flow. You don't even need an OpenAI account to start, just use it. The Foundation Models framework gives developers access to on-device AI with just 3 lines of Swift. That's how apps like Day One are adding smart journaling and respects privacy. And Icon Composer? Yeah, it lets you build gorgeous app icons using specular highlights, dynamic translucency, and previews in different environments. It's pro design and a dev tool. Game devs get Metal 4 with AI shaders, frame interpolation, and real-time ray tracing, and there's even a new Apple Games app where devs can engage directly with their players. This is Apple giving creators the tools to keep up with their own imagination. So here's the deal. Apple didn't just update a few features, they pushed the entire ecosystem into a new era. Every app, every device, every corner of the experience now feels intelligent, immersive, and beautifully designed. Liquid glass is more than UI, it's the lens through which we'll see Apple software for the next decade, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. If you're as hyped as I am, hit the like button, drop your favorite feature in the comments, and I'll see you in the update, right? So I think that's gonna do it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time on Elevate TV. Peace.